Hi, welcome to another section. In today's lesson, we are going to look at iSCSI, how to implement iSCSI. So let's zoom into our configuration. So first of all, we launch the server manager. Where can we locate the server manager? So when you launch the server manager, on your left hand side we have file and storage services. We click on it, then under the file and storage services we have a list of options here. So we can see we have the iSCSI. So when you click on it, eventually you have nothing here. It says to install iSCSI target, start on add rows and features wizard, meaning that by default, even though iSCSI is here, for us to be able to use it, we need to install the target. We have two-sided of the iSCSI. We have the target, and then we have what? Initiator. Every machine is an iSCSI initiator by default, but it's not every machine that is iSCSI by default. So most of the time when it comes to the iSCSI servers or target, we focus on machines that is having server operating system on. So we will still go to our server manager. So add rows and features. So I can either use this option or I can use my manage, and then I'll click on add rows and features. Any of them will still lead us to the same place. So we click on it. Then now you realize that clicking on it here takes us to rows, and then it has also expanded the file and storage service for us. We can see by default we have the iSCSI target server ticked. It's not installed, so the system has already, so more like I cancel, I come to the dashboard, and then I click on manage, add rows and features. We move to next. So we realize that clicking the under the iSCSI takes us direct to this particular place, and here we have to manually expand the file storage, and then as well we have to expand file and iSCSI service. And we can see that here under the target it is not checked, so meaning we have to now check our own box. So just click on it, which when we look at the description, it says the iSCSI target server provides services and management tools for iSCSI target. Okay, so we just move to next, click next, then we just produce by clicking on next, then we confirm by clicking on install, then we wait for the installation to complete, then we proceed. Okay, so now that the installation is done, we need to then do the configuration. So we go back to the dashboard, the server manager, file and storage services. We click on iSCSI, and we can see that we have here, so now the prompt has changed. Instead of directing us to add rows and features, this time around is directing us to the wizard, which is creating virtual disk wizard. So we can just click on this one, or we can just click on the drop down here, tags, and then we have what the new iSCSI virtual disk. So when you click on it, we have this here, we have the DC, which is a server. Then you can see that by default this is the only drive that I have. See, the free space that I have is 49.5, and then the actual size is what, 60. So the file system, so the actual capacity is what, 59.4. so what I will do is I'll cancel this one, I'll add a new drive to this one, and then use that one to create a virtual disk out of that. So I'll close this one, yes, then I'll minimize my server manager, right click on my DC, then I go to settings, click on settings, Then I'll click on add to add a new drive. By default, hard disk is selected, which I will just select next, next, create. Then I'll use store as a single file. Then change the size. Let me reduce it to, let's say, 30. If you don't have more, you can just reduce the 30. This one is just a lab wise, so just move to next, finish, then click on OK. Okay, so now let's check and then work on it. So go to server manager once again, go to tools, and the tools we're going for this one, computer management. Let's work on it, right? Then wait. Okay, so under computer management we come to disk management. Okay, so we can see the drive showing here, so we have to bring it online by right clicking on it, online. Then we need to also initialize the disk, the same place, right click and then initialize disk. We go in okay, so let's use the GPT. Click on it, then we format the drive, new simple volume, next, finish. Okay, so now it's done. When we check this PC, we should be able to see the drive. So there is it, drive E. Okay, now let's continue with our iSCSI configuration. So we just click on create iSCSI using a wizard. Still it's not showing. Okay, so I'll cancel. Yes, let me go back to this dashboard, refresh, and then okay, so refresh again, and then it's done. Now let's go back to the iSCSI, start. It's not okay. Cancel again. Let me try. No. Yes, refresh, and then let's see. Still it's not showing. So what I will do is delete the drive again, and then let's see. So we go back to computer management. Let's delete the volume. So select X, right click, delete volume. Yes, okay. Then let's go back, come here, refresh, and then let's create new. Still is not showing. It's supposed to show, so hold on, let's see. Okay, yes, okay, supposed to see the drive has been formatted. Let's go back again, new simple, next, okay. Okay, let me cancel this one. Let me change it to MBR. Let me change it to MBR, and then let's see. Right click, next, finish. Let's see. Okay, the drive is working. Okay, so it's showing. Let's go back to and install. Not showing. Refresh. Let me go back here. Reload. Let's reload the system. Let's reload the system and go to this. We have okay, so let's see. We have the total disk size is this, so let's see. We have already refreshed. Disk is showing here. Let me try to create a folder here, and then let's see. Close. File server, storage, sorry, iSCSI, task. It's not showing. It's supposed to show. Selected volumes. No. Let me launch disk part, and then let's see. So disk part, then list space disk. Machine is running slow. List space disk. Let me check. It's able to see 2 disks. Then what about volume? List space volume. Where is it? E, which is the last one here. So at least supposed to. Let me go there, and then iSCSI. Let's try. So when it comes to disks, okay, disks, we have the drive here. What about volume? Let's refresh. Okay, so volume is able to also detect the drive. Then I think when it comes to the storage, the storage pool. Okay, come to iSCSI. Let's try again. Good. So now it's showing. So I think we're supposed to cross check it from the disk and then the volume. So there is it. So we select the volume that we want to work on, which is the E, then move to next. So so we have to provide the disk name, the virtual disk name. So I will use the name Vin disk. Vin disk will be the virtual disk name. Then so the actual location of that will be in the drive. E iSCSI virtual disk. Then the hard disk name will be what? The Vin disk space dot VHDX. So move to next. Then the size. So bear in mind that the drive that I added to this particular machine is 30, and then the actual free space is what, 29.4. so I'll use 10 out of that, the 29. Then I'll go in for fixed size. I don't want any dynamically expand, so it's just, we are just giving it a fixed size. Then we just click on next. So here we have the target, so the iSCSI target, new, so we just move to next. Then we provide the target name. So this being the iSCSI target server, we need to give it a name. So what name do you want? So I will be using VAN disk, then target. So that, sorry, I'm clicking targets. Okay, and I move to next. Now here it says access service. We need to add the machine that have to have access to this particular virtual drive. So I'll just click on the add, and then I'll use this option. Enter a value for the selected type. Select. I'll change the type from IQN to IP address. Then I'll type in the address of the Windows 10. I think it's 11. So let me check. So IP config, enter. I'm using 11. So click inside, then I type in IP address 192.168.1.11. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll move to next. Authentication. So you can either set in the username and password, or you can just skip. So I will skip this one. For security reasons, you need to set password on this. So I'll move to next and then create. So these are the information that I have provided so far. Create, and then wait for it to finish. Good. So we have completed. So we are good to go. Click on close, and then there is it. So we can see that we have a virtual disk around, but the initiator ID, which is the Windows 11, the client, the Windows 10 machine, is not connected. So now the next thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that the Windows 10 is able to connect and then be able to access the virtual disk. So I'll go to the Windows 10, then I'll close my command prompt. I'll search for, click on the Windows key, and I'll search for iSCSI initiator. So there is it, iSCSI initiator. I just click on it. So I have to provide the admin credential. So we do that, which is the DC, the domain controller account. So it says the Microsoft iSCSI service is not running. The service is required to be started for the iSCSI to function correctly. To start the service now and have the service start automatically each time the computer restart, click the yes button here. So click on yes. Then we wait for it to launch by itself. Good. So it now launches the iSCSI initiator properties. So we have the target, we have discovery, we have favorite, and then the rest. So we go in for the second tab, which is discovery. We click on the discovery. Then we come to the Discover Portal. Click on Discover Portal. Then here we type in the IP address of the DC. So when we check the IP address of the DC, we are using 1.8 or 1.8. So let's go back to the client. Then we type the IP address 192.168.1.8 and click on OK. So we have it here. Then we go back to target. Click on the target. So you can see that the IQN, we have it here. We select, it says inactive. So we select and then click on what? Connect. You have the pop-up here, the target. So we can see the iSCSI target name that we specify, which was what? The VAN DIX what? Target. So we just click on OK. And then we can see that it's connected here. So we click on OK again. Now, for us to know whether the drive, the virtual drive, the client, which is Windows 10, is able to access, we go to the computer management on the client, which is the Windows 10. So I'll press on the window key, then I'll type computer management. So we have it here. Click on computer management. Then we wait for it to launch computer management. So under computer management, we are interested in disk management. We click on the disk management. It says you don't have access, right? Okay, so just close this one. And then again, computer management, right click, run as administrator, provide a credential. Okay, which is the DC. Okay, so let's try again. Disk management. Now it's loading the virtual disk. Wait. Okay, so there's it. So it says disk, initialize disk. So you can see from here that on this client machine we haven't physically attached drive to this. What we are seeing here is the drive, the iSCSI that we configured under the server. So just click on OK. We need to format the drive here. Right click, then new simple volume, next, 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 then finish. So this is it. So if I minimize this, open a folder, we go to this PC, we can see that we have the new volume E, right? The size is what? 9.95 gig. So let's go to the server and see. Server DC, scroll up. From here it says under virtual disk status, says not connected. So all that we need to do from this side, we have to refresh. So I'll click on the tags, then I'll click on refresh, and then let's see. So you can see that it's connected. So this is it. So the Windows 10 machine that we have here, the disk here is not a physical attached disk, but it's a virtual disk. So this is how we configure iSCSI. Thanks for watching this video. See you. Bye.